under a rock because I hadn't heard of Colleen Hoover before they came to me with this movie, but you don't really see a lot of me in the character. And I think that more than any movie I've ever done, like, Lily is such a ball buster. I am rotten.
Welcome back, gossip lovers. If you thought Hollywood had seen its fair share of scandals, you might want to grab a front row seat because today's tea is piping hot. We are talking about Blake Lively. Yes, America's sweetheart, queen of fashion, and the woman who seemingly had it all, now caught in the biggest scandal of her career. And trust me, this is not your typical oops, I got cancelled for a bad tweet kind of drama. No, this is a full-blown Hollywood legal war, complete with lawsuits, power plays, and a reputation that may never recover. So, what went wrong? How did a beloved A-lister like Blake Lively go from red carpets and movie premieres to battling defamation claims in court? Buckle up, because we are about to break it all down. Section 1. From Hollywood royalty to legal nightmare. Cut to clips of Blake Lively on red carpets, movie sets, and past interviews where she discusses her career. Host. For years, Blake Lively was untouchable. She wasn't just an actress, she was a brand. Flawless, charming, and scandal-free. From her breakout role in Gossip Girl to her high-profile romance with Ryan Reynolds, she was the ultimate it girl. Even Hollywood power players couldn't get enough of her. Studios loved her, brands lined up to sign her, and audiences adored her. Show montage of her major career highlights. Gossip Girl, The Shallows, A Simple Favor. Host. She was the golden girl of Hollywood. But in Hollywood, they say nothing lasts forever. And boy, did things take a turn. Cut to dramatic news headlines. Blake Lively's shocking legal battle. The scandal that no one saw coming. Host. It all started when rumors began swirling that something was off with Blake's career. She was getting fewer movie roles, her brand deals were drying up, and there were whispers in the industry that she was becoming difficult to work with. Now at first, this seemed like just another case of Hollywood being Hollywood, especially when it...
Kids probably have diapers in the car. Honestly, if
that would help.
Kids, I could just give you some of those.
Thank you.
The diapers, not the kids.
No, that's fine.
I feel like, how could this happen to her? Where normally when you see it on screen, you're like, oh, well, I could see how that could happen to her, so that you can follow the journey. And you're like, why? Like, why do we have to be like tied up on a train track? Like, let us, My husband calls me his knight in shining armor, which I think is so sweet because you only hear that about like men, like men being that. But like, that's like what you want to. I want to see women on screen who are like the knight in shining armor.
Comes to women in the industry. But then, boom. Blake dropped a lawsuit that changed everything. Section 2. The lawsuit that shocked Hollywood. Show news footage of Blake Lively leaving a courtroom, avoiding paparazzi. Host. In late 2024, Blake filed a bombshell lawsuit accusing several Hollywood executives, PR firms, and media insiders of running a smear campaign against her. She claimed that there was a coordinated effort to ruin her reputation through false tabloid stories, online bots spreading hate, and powerful figures blacklisting her from major movie roles. And if that sounds like something straight out of a conspiracy thriller, just wait. It gets messier. Cut to a close-up of the lawsuit document with the words, "Coordinated Smear Campaign," highlighted in red. Host. In the lawsuit, she pointed fingers at multiple industry insiders, saying they deliberately worked to destroy her credibility because she refused to play by Hollywood's rules. What rules, you ask? Well, that's where things get juicy. Section 3. The secret power struggle behind the scenes. Show graphics of Hollywood power players, red string connecting them like a crime investigation board. Host. Here's where things start to sound like a Netflix drama. Blake's lawsuit specifically called out two major Hollywood figures, a PR titan and a film executive, who allegedly tried to silence her after she refused to comply with their demands. But what demands? According to insider sources, Blake was being pressured to sign contracts she didn't agree with, take on movie roles she wasn't comfortable with, and align herself with certain Hollywood elites who, let's just say, had questionable reputations, and when she didn't, oh honey, they turned on her. Show clips of Blake's public appearances where she looks visibly stressed or different from her usual self. Section 4. The counterattack. Blake faces a $7 million lawsuit. Cut to news anchor discussing the counter lawsuit against Blake. Host. Oh, but this wasn't a one-sided fight, because just weeks after Blake went public with her accusations, the industry fired back. PR specialist Jed Wallace, one of the men she accused, hit her with a $7 million defamation lawsuit, claiming she was the one spreading false information. Cut to highlighted sections of the lawsuit where Wallace's team claims Blake acted with malicious intent. Host. And if Wallace can prove that Blake knowingly spread false accusations, she could be in big trouble, because let's not forget, Hollywood loves a scandal, but they love self-preservation even more. Section 5. How Hollywood Turned on Blake. Show compilation of industry insiders subtly distancing themselves from Blake. Host. What happens when an actress challenges the system? Hollywood turns its back. Major brands suddenly stop working with her.
Kids probably have diapers in the car. Honestly,
That would help.
That would just give you some of those.
Thank you.
The diapers, not the kids.
No, that's fine.
Do you feel like, how could this happen to her? Where normally when you see it on screen, you're like, oh, well, I could see how that could happen to her, so that you can follow the journey. And you're like, why? Like, why do we have to be like tied up on a train track? Like, let us, My husband calls me his knight in shining armor, which I think is so sweet, because you only hear that about like men, like men being that. But like, that's like what you want to. I want to see women on screen who are like,
Amen.
Movie deals quietly disappear. Even former friends and co-stars stay silent. It's the classic Hollywood blacklist effect. Show clips of Sim. And this isn't just about Blake Lively. It's about what happens to women in the industry when they go against powerful figures. Section 6. Where does this leave Blake now? Show recent footage of Blake at a low-profile event, looking tense. Host. So, what happens next? Will Blake fight this out in court and clear her name? Or will she be forced to settle and stay silent, like so many before her? Show clip of Amber Heard, Meghan Markle, and other celebrities who faced media backlash. Host. One thing's for sure, Blake's reputation may never be the same. And Hollywood will watch closely to see if she survives this storm, or if she becomes yet another cautionary tale. Outro. Final thoughts and your opinions. Cue dramatic background music as the host leans in. Host. So now it's your turn. Is Blake Lively a victim of Hollywood's dark underbelly? Or is this just another example of a celebrity playing the blame game when their career starts to fade? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because you know I'll be following this scandal every step of the way. Screen fades to black, social media links pop up. Host. Until next time, stay messy, stay nosy, and keep sipping that celebrity.